Hi guys, it's Jackie with Intoxicating Arts, and today we're doing an easy, no watercolor galaxy background using some of the newest stamps from Fawn. So to start off the card, I'm adding inks to a piece of white Bristol paper. I'm using Fired Brick Distress ink and also Blueprint Sketch Distress ink. I applied the inks using Judikins Color Dusters and also sponge daubers. You can really apply the ink with whatever you're comfortable with. It doesn't need to be an even coat. It's not really important because we're going to be covering it with black. So I applied each color to one end of the cardstock and I had them meet up in the middle. Just keep in mind that the ink does pick up fingerprints, so you want to use a piece of scrap paper to hold your paper down while you're inking it. Once you're happy with the coverage, spritz it with some water to help everything blend a little better, and then dry it with your heat tool to quickly move on to the next step. So now we're going to spray it with some black marble dilutions ink spray, and I'm purposely leaving some spots with less coverage to make sure that it looks a little random and that color comes through. Make sure you have a paper towel because you're going to want to soak up some of that spray, and then that'll help those colors come through a little bit. I find this a lot easier than that watercolor technique for getting a galaxy background. Right now I'm spraying some smooch spritz on here because I want to have some nice shimmery background. And a galaxy wouldn't be complete without billions of stars, so you will want an opaque white watercolor or a watered down white acrylic paint and a fan brush. Just tap the brush on your finger to get those splatters and it looks really awesome, like a bunch of stars, and you're gonna have clusters, which would be your constellations. So pick out your favorite point of that galaxy background and cut it out with a circle stitched die. And then here I'm using the actual solar system as a reference. You can use a punch or a circle cutter or a die to add planets to the stamped ones that have the rings. In the full stamp set you get all of them. I have a demo set, so I'm having to be a little creative here and add my extra planets this way. So next you're going to want to make sure that everything will fit onto your galaxy background, and I can tell here that all 4 of my planets are going to fit onto my background. I'm coloring in my planets using a inexpensive $4 watercolor palette, and I use photos from the internet to help me determine how I should be coloring these. You can color them however you want, but I wanted my recipient to hopefully decipher what planets these are. And my husband even noticed that Jupiter was missing the big red spot, so I was pretty impressed by that. I forgot a lot about the solar system, so thanks Fawn for renewing my interest in that. But yeah, I'm just simple coloring here, just have fun with it, don't worry about it. I keep going back to the photo to make sure I'm doing it somewhat okay, and that blue planets are blue if they're supposed to be. I'm using my Stamp Perfect tool and a little bee positioner to line up my sentiment perfectly on a black piece of paper. I'm heat embossing, so I prepared it with my EK Success powder tool to reduce the amount of static cling, and I'm using Versamark to stamp that sentiment. Going to dip it in some white embossing powder and then just heat set that using a heat tool. Right here I'm spritzing some more of that smooch spritz on randomly. I just wanted to add some shimmer and shine to that. And then I already adhered the galaxy and the planets to a dark blue card base. I just need to cut down the sentiment and add a fishtail before I put some foam on the back of that and adhere it to my card to finish it. So this card is pretty much done. I hope you enjoyed the no watercolor galaxy background. I've been intimidated by that technique, so I was happy to see that this worked. If you know of any other simple ways to get a great galaxy background, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye!